Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio. We've had a little break. Let's get back to building our million minions. One thing I would like to see is, rather than it giving us an individual one, I'd like to see, when I mouse over here, what is the total capacity? Energy capacity 5 megajoules for one, but it's only telling me one. I'd like to see the total capacity for the whole thing. That's what I would like to see off of accumulators, but it doesn't give you that, and I find that to be somewhat frustrating. I would very much like to see that, just that little aspect of it improve. So that's slowed down now. We have got a slight problem with it doing that. I want to remove these, and I'm going to remove all of this. So it'll be the accumulators, not the accumulators. I want to remove the lights. I just accidentally put down lifted brick right there. No, concrete. Let's put that back. I want to go up here. And then I want to remove that lot. And there. So it's bringing stone onto me, which is, it's not really going to make much difference, that. That's not going to make any major changes to anything. And then I want that lot, and I want that lot there. Right, and I have got 300 belts ordered for me, so I've got plenty of belts here. 1, 2. That's what we're going to do. We're going to have a gap, or we're going to have 2 belts put in on this one. I'll come down here so that I can see what I'm doing with it. And put them in like that. So each one is going to have 2 belts sat on it. Then we will take this one. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put this one in first. Like that. And I'm going to switch this over to map mode, because I'm pretty sure that... yes, I do reach it. There. And then I'll take that one. And I want to put you down... like that, all the way down through. And then I want to put a power line on this one. I can't put it over there, so we want to put that on every 3rd line. Yeah. 1, 2, and then that one. No. Leave a gap of 2. 1, 2, this one. That one's where he's got to go. And then that one will go... on that one there. Right, and then I had a light in behind each of those as well. You absolutely don't need as many lights as I have been putting in on this, and I can't fit a light on that one. Right, that's better. I like that a bit better, because now I've got a little bit more space on it, so there's a little bit more of a reserve for the actual stone. And now we're building up accumulator charge again. But this is, it's cutting it very fine at the moment. But, I mean, we've now got more copper coming in, which is going to help the overall production of everything. So that extra line of copper coming in there is going to improve the situation. This patch down here, like, it's only got 11 million, only 11 million copper, goodness me. That one, I want to start getting that one extracted as well. There's more copper, and then there's another little bit over there that I'd like to start hoiking. I was going to say hoiking and hauling, and trying to say them both at the same time didn't work out very well. Most of these are now in. I've got a section of the turbines in the middle that haven't really been placed down yet, but excuse me, most of the other stuff has now been put in, and we're mainly waiting on reactors to be built. As the reactors are finished off and these other bits are finished off, we're slowly getting there with power on them, which is absolutely brilliant. We're up to, see, it's engaging more and more stuff, 13.6 gigawatts, and it's doing so quite quickly as well. Right, it's surprising just how quickly we are engaging all of that. I've got a whole load of demands over here. So still got 2 lines running there. We've got a load of belts being brought up over this side, connecting in that there. I've got this strip that's already been built all the way over here. And then we've got this strip up here. That one... see, that was the last one we put in. That could end up being the first one to be completed, because they do sometimes work like that. Last in, first out type situation, which is Not what you'd think they would do. You'd think they would do it the other way around, whichever order was placed first. But they don't necessarily work on that principle. And there are yet more. See, we got... They're slowly flying in and filling it all up. That's all we need to worry about. And that is doing what I want it to do. It's grabbing all of the stone off of here. It's still not made any vast changes. But, I mean, I've got the iron running through. It is flowing in here. I think the only thing that I could do to improve this is if I was to put a long-handed inserter there and another chest back here and extend this belt out so that I've got additional loaders, or double the width of this and put an addition and have some side loaders on each section. And that would be about the only thing that we could do. Like, to really pull that... I mean, there are other methods that I could use to this. I'm thinking, actually, one of the best things that I could do is to put some more splitters. Don't have splitters in here that are going to be mixing stuff up. Instead, just do a section of splitters here, like I've done so many times. So I will go deconstruction planner right here. And I'm going to deconstruct a chunk of belts right here like this. And I'm actually going to deconstruct a big chunk of belts like that. My robots will go out and take some of it. I'll have other robots come in and take some other bits. There's probably some construction robots on their way right now to grab a lot of this. My robots have now all decided to disappear, so I will cancel this one. If I shift-click that and cancel it like that, and then deconstruct the whole thing again, like that, my robots will rush out once more and take a whole load extra of them. And I can keep doing this. I can do this all day. There, do that so that I remove, get rid of some of this material that is sat on top of them, because that's the bit that's taking up the space and the time. And that is looking like the fastest way to do this. Put them through there, and then them through there, and then we can take that lot out of there. Right, excellent. There is a good start. Then I'm going to go to paste like this. I want to find the bit that I was using. Where are you? Ah, that's the one. I want that one there, and I'm just going to drop you right in there like that. Now, hopefully, I have got all of the splitters that I need. I do have all of the splitters that I need. I didn't place down all of the belts, but I can manually drop in those extra few. And then we can do that. And drop those few in like that. So I've got, there's a few of these that are only doing one side. I don't know why they're only doing one side like that. Oh, I know why. It's because of how the grabbers over here, how the inserters, how they were grabbing all of the stuff up. And that's why. Now, if you look in here, I've got this stuff running through all of these splitters. Some of these are struggling to, pick up everything. They seem to be struggling to... They don't want to pick up off of one side of it, do they? So we're getting some of this stone is backing up. Now, I like the idea of it spreading between the lines a lot more, which is what we've now got. We've got it spreading between all of these lines a lot more. But it's still slowing down on the accumulation of the stone. They seem to struggle to, pick off of both sides. If you look at that, they're picking off of one side, but they seem to be struggling to pick off the other. I've not seen that before. But if that's just because of the frame rate has, slowed things down a bit. It could be. I want to speed this up further. I want to keep that so that I can... Basically, I want all of this line to be running faster. So, in order to do that, I need things to be flowing a little bit better. So if I was to have, say, you go there and you go up there like that, it is still going to pick it up, but then I don't have enough room under there, so I need to move everything. So I'm going to have to dismantle this, and we're going to have to try again. I've got an idea for this. So we'll start off by putting a single line in there. That'll cut everything off like that. There, my robots will go up and they will just remove everything there. So that all the stone and materials here are just going to quickly whip out through. I will just do that so that they can be gathered up. There. He's pretty slow, this thing. I thought these were faster than this. Stack inserter. I thought they were supposed to be like fast stack inserters. That's a fast insert. Stack filter. Filter inserter. Stack inserter. Yeah, I thought that, well, maybe they are the same size as them. It's just that the way that we've got things set out here is, and also the slow frame rate. So we need to make improvements on this one. If I can make improvements to this one, we will ultimately end up having a better one right the way across the board, right? The entire thing will end up being better. So we're going to shift those out of the way a minute. We can put more of them in later on, but we're going to get them out of the way for now. Clear all of those and clear those, like that. Then we want to go in here and I want to have that one 3. I need to have that as a 3, like this. So I'm going to set this up first, like that. And it's not removing the belts underneath because the belts underneath are not like, they're not complete runs, which is why they're not removing the ones underneath. So that will go there. Then I will get rid of these. It'd probably be quicker if I do it like this. So it's 2 belts at a time there, and now I run down through and I clear this bit out of the way. Like that. And then I want to go over here. I don't want the splitters going straight into these belts. I actually want the splitter to have an extra little bit of delay like that. It's got an extra little bit of room on it. To be honest, I'd rather be able to see the belt here. So I'm going to go back over this. I know. It's probably really frustrating watching me do stuff like this. As I think things through slowly for myself, it's probably really frustrating. So I'm thinking then, that means I'm going to want to move this one up like this. So that's got to all move back a bit. You know what? I don't actually need to do this at all, right? You watch. I can remove that bit there. I'm going to dump all of that bit out. And I'm going to dump that bit out as well. Even more frustratingly for everybody. And then we're going to get to this point right here. So you will remove you. I want that one to go there, and then I want that one to go there. So I've got 3 spaces on there, and I want 2 spaces on there. I want a splitter to go on there, and I want that one with a filter set on it, which is going to be here, and that is going to be a stone filter. So stone is on the top hand on the left hand side, coming out like that, which means that the other filter is going to be there like that, and that's going to bring that one out. Then we want some more active provider chests, so I want to make some of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll make 20 of them. I don't actually need 20, I don't imagine. And that one's going to go there. Then I'm going to take a stack inserter. I'm going to dump that one there like that, so that it is in a line. The reason that I wanted 3 gaps was so that I could put some of those in on my way up through. But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to copy in here, and I'm going to copy just this double section right here. We're going to bring that over. I'm going to drop it down onto there. And then this is simply going to copy up through like this to each one like that. Keep going with it. Allow them to all be placed down. Yeah, you and you, like that. So there, I've now got a double line picking up the stone. So I've got 2 lines of the chests there that will be picking up these stones. Now, I could actually put that one. I don't need the back power lines on this to make this work, but I'm going to keep both lots of power lines just to offer a small level of redundancy on this. And then the light, I always like to have way more light than I actually need. And I know I have more light than I actually need. I know that I do. It's just, I think it looks kind of cool having loads of extra lights. I don't know why. I just like having lights everywhere. I think they look quite cool. The power consumption of the lights, I imagine, is quite phenomenal. What are we? We are on nighttime at the moment. Yeah, right. 0 on there. So lights, 178 watts for 35,000 lamps all the way around my base. That is quite, you got to admit, that is quite impressive. Now, I want to go up to here, and I want to go back to that filter, and then I want to copy that. So I bring that one up to there. That's where I want to copy, and take that bit. Okay, and then we can come back down here. And we'll have this one, and that one can drop right on there like that. I'm going to move out of the way a minute, and that one will go... No, that one goes there. Boom. So drop all of that into place onto there like that. Excellent. Everything has been placed down. I've got one construction robot with an order to come and put that one in, but he's not going to. I've decided to do that myself. And then a line of those there. And then a line of those there. So I've now got 2 chests on every line picking out the stone, which means that this should flow continuously without actually backing up. That's the idea of this, and it is. It is now flowing almost continuously without backing up. It's still actually backing up here in places, but this is considerably faster and considerably better than what we had just now. That is a vast improvement, and we could just extend this out a bit further if we wanted to. I could chop this bit out and then double that up and extend that further back, because we've now got the pattern for it, and just extend that out a little bit more if we felt that we really needed to in order to optimize this fully. Don't know that we need to. It's running pretty well now. I am actually looking at this, looking at it running right now. I am very tempted to actually put in a 3rd line of chests just to optimize it a little bit more. Whether I want to do that or not, I'm not sure. It is awfully tempting to go and put in another line. It is awfully tempting, because the stone is still slowing down a little bit. It's still slowing it down here in places. Like it's flowing almost continuously. I mean, we do have to keep in mind that with the speed that is now running out, I look down here, and I've already now started, all of this is now moving. So it's actually going to catch up, and this is going to flow free. And it's flowing free down here as well. Like, it is actually flowing free across all of it. That means that it will eventually... So I don't need to have that extra one in there. I don't need to have any more in there. That is all I need to have on there. I've got a bit of copper here, so I think I will start making some preparations to get that extracted. So we're going to do it like this. I'm going to... put landfill down onto there, and then landfill that bit, and that can be filled in as well. There is nothing else I need to do on that part for landfill purpose. Actually, you know what I am going to? I'm just going to fill landfill in on all of that, like that. There. And then up there. So that's just going to fill in all of that section. So then I can just patch in that copper there. And there's another little bit of copper down here. And we're going to do something very similar down here. I'm going to go down to that bit. And I'm going to take a straight line across to there. And I'm going to go out to that point. And I'm going to take a straight line up to there. And once that landfill there has been filled in, we will be able to put down a little bit more of the RoboPort pattern on here. And just like fill in a little bit extra on there should we wish to. I'll take that one up to there like that. And fill in those bits. You know, I may as well fill in this little bit here now while I'm at it. Right there. As I've got these extra tiny bits of landfill here. Just fill this in. And I think, actually, I'm going to go down to that bit. There. Just fill that in. Right. So I'll fill in that little section there around that. So it's going to give the robot something to do as well. And then I can get that bit of copper and that bit of copper being extracted. Is that one all the way up there that we're not doing anything with? This one over here is all being pulled out. So that one's still going as well. Every single little bit of copper that we're producing is being extracted. I've still not got 5 runs on here yet. We've got 5 runs coming onto here. These are creeping further along, look. They're slowly getting there. Slowly getting it. It's still going to take a while. That's looking good. Okay, I like that. So the next bit that I actually wanted to do was to... just look in there to make sure I can run through without causing any problems. I can. The next bit I wanted to do was I wanted to set up the rest of the science. So I've got a couple of things that we need to make. Most importantly, we want to be making the purple science. The other science we've got. If we look in here and I go to science, I've got masses of the yellow one and the green. The blue is a little bit slow, but it's the production science packs that we're not making. We don't have the production science packs. So if we look into our squares over here, they are doing absolutely wonderful. Well, we're not delivering quite enough of the inserters for that one, so we want to work on inserters for there. For you up here, we are struggling to deliver... filters, we're struggling to deliver engine units for this one. So engine units are needed for those. And I suspect we're also going to struggle a little bit to deliver the red circuits, but they're not so bad. Then if we have a look in here, we are delivering furnaces and we're delivering the production units. It's the railways that we're not bringing. The rail tracks. And those are quite a substantial struggle for us. I just want to have a look and see what we've got in the way of spare furnaces. We've got 1,000 furnaces. We're not producing enough furnaces, I don't think. And then we've got productivity module level 1. Those are fine. We're not struggling with them at all. But it's the railways that we're not doing it. Rail signals. Track. Is it track? Train. What do we call it? Rail? Yeah, just rail. There, -3. So we've got no rail at all. So we're going to want a square dedicated to producing rail. Now, I've got no spare squares that I can use up there. I could go over this side. We've got plenty of plastic production there, and I could utilize a square over here. I could grab one of these. The rail production, in order to actually make rails, we need stone, steel, and iron sticks. Now, iron sticks, I don't think I've got a large section dedicated to making iron sticks. I got a feeling I put one of them being made in here, and that's all I've got. No? No, so where is the iron sticks? Now, this is something... I don't know if there's a way... Right, we go to productions to start with. Buildings in here. Oh, that's just what we're built... Right, okay, so that's not telling me what I'm building. Iron sticks, right there. Go to 1 minute. Go to 10 minutes. This is what we use in 10 minutes. 3K in 10 minutes. 300, yeah. So this is what we're using in 10 minutes. 3K. And that's what we're producing. I think that means that we've only got one factory somewhere that is producing those items. So I gotta find an iron stick factory. It's gotta be around here somewhere. That's all of those being made. And these are now doing absolutely fine. And eventually all of these belts will catch up. And so we won't be using all of our materials for those belts, which should be a good thing. I'm going to connect you back in so that you're producing once again. That is surplus to requirement. I don't actually need that. So rails. Ah, here we go. Iron sticks. Right, we've got iron sticks being made in here. Iron sticks are alright at the minute. It's mostly the stone and the steel, I would say. So I'm going to bring this down here. We're going to start off, we need steel production. I've got to get some steel, and then, well, actually, no, steel is not the priority. Stone is the priority. So we want to build our rail manufacturing in here. This is where we want to bring it. So we're going to take our blueprint that we've got, and we're going to drop it down right in this square right here. I've just realized, because I'm on a 4K screen, I can see, like, everything for me is a lot bigger now. This is in crystal clear clarity, right? It is absolutely crystal clear for me. But when I look in here, this stuff is not as crystal clear. I'm pretty sure they said that they were going to update some of this, and I don't think that they have yet. I think that this is going to also get a little bit of an overhaul at some point, because yeah, the icons don't look as clear as the stuff on the ground. The level of detail that I can see on here, the rivets on the bolts around the top of the Roboport, like everything is absolutely crystal perfect clear. It's beautiful. It's genuinely beautiful looking at it. And then in here, it's like ever so slightly blurry. It doesn't have the same crystal clear clarity that the other bits do. So I don't know if that's something that they're still... Well, I know that they do have more GUI updates intended. So I would guess that maybe that's going to be an alteration. I don't know at the moment, but it is quite now noticeable to me. It's weird. It's just something that I just kind of noticed right then. Anyway, that's not what I'm after. I'm after my blank square, which is this one. So we'll zoom out a little bit, and we can pop that one down on there like that. So I have my blank square. And yes, I could go and put these on the same side of the factories and put everything together and do it like that. The reason that I choose not to do that is because that way we do spread the squares out a little bit. We don't have everything concentrated down really, really tightly all in one spot, which is something that I did actually want to avoid. I'm going to do another square down here. Take a blank square there, and I will drop one in there so that I've got, for the rails, we'll put the rails in there, and we'll do iron sticks in there. I don't really need that much in the way of iron sticks. And do I want to do any more than that? What do these take? There, low density. That takes 2 steel plate. So they are using the steel plate, so it's not going to hurt to have steel. We'll set some steel furnaces up down here, I think. And I'm actually going to drop down another square on here as well. Now, in theory, I should have fixed the issue with the Roboports not coming up with the correct names. Look how much it slows it down when I have Roboports coming out on a blueprint. Look at that, it's still ticking down. 6. Well, folks, Rome wasn't built in a day, and 1 million minions are not going to be built in a single episode. We've run out of time, so if you've enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me, get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.